All right, welcome back. So as I continue to deploy my environment here, this is just a sidetrack video to just configure my domain controller, which I want to be also want to run the DNS service for the environment. So I'll bring this one up. This is not an Azure step. This is outside of Azure. This is just regular um, Windows Server management. So I'm gonna add role futures. Active Directory domain service. Yep. So yep. This is not. It's not low. It's not static here. So I'll say okay. Continue. Now while that is going on, let's do something. Because one step I should have done. I'll come into the server, and even though it's not static on the actual machine, the IP is not static on the actual machine, I can come into interface. I'll go IP configuration. I'll select that IP. And then IP assignment here for the subnet. I'll make it static. So that means that Azure would always assign this IP to this server. No matter whether reboot or it's offline, it will never give it to another server. So let's go ahead and say save. Okay, so once it's done installing, let's go ahead and hit on close. And let's go ahead and configure. What's this, a new forest? Let's just give it DV1. Like I mentioned before, this is just Windows server configuration. This is not really Azure, so this could be anything you want it to be. Next. It's always going to give a warning on the IP because it's not on the computer itself. It's not saying it's static, so that's fine. Just going to go ahead and install. Once it's done installing, it will log me off and prompt me to log back in with domain credentials, which is the same. Uh, Basically, it will convert my local credential, my DV1 admin, to a domain credential. Since it's now the server is now a DC. It should be pretty less than 10 minutes here, so I'm just gonna let it run so you can see when it prompts me for log out and log back in. So this is it now trying to shut me down. So I'll go ahead and say close. Just gonna go ahead and try to reconnect. It's not basically shutting me down. It's basically logging me back, logging me off and trying to let me log back on. So go ahead and try to connect. Well, it was a reboot. Sorry, never mind. It was a reboot. I'll give it a few minutes. Alright, so let us go. I'll wait for it to come back up here. Let's see what's on. This is just a sidetrack while I'm waiting for the server to come back up. Just going through menus here. All right, let's try one more time. Okay, yep. Let's put in a credential. Now it's logging me up to a domain. Okay, once that logs me in there, let's the only thing I really want to do, because I know my domain is my domain controller is not configured and I have DNS service running. The only thing I want to do now is make sure I can hit the internet from here. Perfect, I can hit the internet. So that's all I need to do on the Windows administration side of it. 10.0.0.5. So what I can do now, since I have this is a DNS server, what I normally like to do is I'll jump back into my network, virtual network here. And I'll go virtual network. This is just the easiest way I find it so that I don't have to be changing things on each and every server. And on that network, I'll go DNS. And I'll say for this virtual network, let's use a custom DNS. Just send everything to this server, and this server will relay it out. This is easy. Say if I want to join the domain with my other servers, it will be easier for it to detect it. All right, and that is all I have for configuring this part of the DNS. Next video, I'll do a mass deployment. I'll just deploy about, well, not mass, I'll just deploy about 3 servers simultaneously. Okay. Thank you for watching. You have a good day.